we doing, folks? This is the Pop Music Freak back with another Song Facts Countdown video. I am counting down to 1,000, my 1,000 favorite songs of all time, all eras, all genres, basically 60s through to 2020, although it leans sharply in the 70s and 80s direction. Come on, I'm not 20, sorry. If you kids out there, this could be some lessons. Talk to your parents about these songs. They will tell you how great they are, no matter what the genre. Okay, anyway, we're up to 861. It is a song that was the last hit for Gladys Knight and the Pips at Motown. They had some squabbles with the label. They felt they were not getting the attention they deserved. They were not as featured acts on the label as much as others. They weren't getting the top line songwriters. They weren't getting the first crack at a lot of songs, even though their biggest hit up to this point was I Heard It Through the Grapevine, which was a even bigger hit for Marvin Gaye a year later, but there was a big hit for them, hitting number 2. And they felt that they were not getting the choice of the best material. So they made it clear, we're leaving, we're going somewhere else. They signed a contract with Buddha Records. They were going there next. This was the last album, the last single they released for Motown. The song was Neither One of Us Wants to Be the First to Say Goodbye. I wonder if the song had anything to do with the reality of their contract and they're leaving the label. I don't know. If that was the ulterior, theme of the song, we'll get into what they say about the song, though. But yes, it was another number 2 hit for 1973. The song, in a way, from it getting to number 1 was The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia by Vicki Lawrence, which was interesting to me. I mean, that held off this song. Kind of think this is a better song, but that's me. This is on my top 1,000, and Vicki Lawrence is not. All right, let me shut up and get to the song facts. How's that? All right, Neither One of Us Wants to Be the First to Say Goodbye is a song recorded by Gladys Knight and the Pips, released on December 26, 1972 on Motown Soul Records imprint as, the number S35098. I don't know what it's in here, but anyway. It became one of the biggest hit singles to date. It was also the last single the group released prior to leaving Motown for Buddha Records in February of 1973. All right, background. By 1972, Gladys Knight and the Pips had spent 6.5 years at Motown, having signed with the label in 1966. Though well known prior to signing with Motown, they achieved widespread success with the label with hits such as I Heard It Through the Grapevine, Nitty Gritty, and If I Were Your Woman. However, the group would recall being treated like outsiders in the label. Lead singer Gladys Knight recalls... Hold on. All right, my phone is going off. Okay. Lead singer Gladys Knight recalled on A&E's biography that she and the group were regarded as a second-string act and that Diana Ross and the Supremes, the Temptations, and Marvin Gaye were given all the hits, while we took the leftovers. While on Motown, Knight and the Pips recorded for Soul Records, a label Motown used for acts that recorded material with more of an R&B flavor than a pop flavor. In 1972, the group had success with a cover of musician Chris Christopherson's ballad, Help Me Make It Through the Night. The song helped make the group transition from R&B and soul-oriented material to more middle-of-the-road fare. Recording. In late 1972, the group began recording songs for what would be their final Motown album, Neither One of Us, at Motown's Hitsville, USA studios in Detroit. Among the songs they would record that wound up on the album included a funk-oriented cover of Bill Withers' Who Is She and What Is She to You, a cover of For Once in My Life, and a self-penned composition Daddy Could Swear I Declare, the latter song of which they had been promoting in the fall of '72 through a performance on the TV program Soul Train. They also recorded a good portion of the album at Motown's Hollywood studios Mo West. They worked on the majority of the album with producer Joe Porter, who allowed the group creative freedom in the studio. According to Bubba Knight, Porter allowed the group to co-produce the album, saying Porter would bring them the songs and allowed them to mold them into the Gladys Knight and Pips way. and upon hearing their arrangements would tell engineers to just turn the tape on. Porter had given them the song titled Neither One of Us Wants to Be the First to Say Goodbye, a song written and first recorded by fledgling country singer-songwriter Jim Weatherly. Porter had picked the song out from Weatherly's publishing company. Knight recorded her lead vocal on one take at Mo West Studios with parts of the background by the group already done. The group then headed back from Los Angeles to Detroit, but while in their car, Bubba Knight recounted that them singing the song prompted them to return to the studio to add more to the background, while Gladys redid her lead vocal. During this time period, the group's contract was up for renewal in the winter of 1973. The group eventually refused to renew it after failing to get Motown to renew their contract in good faith, and eventually asked to be released from their contract. Following the completion of the recording, Motown issued it for promotional use in December 1972, not too long afterwards. After negotiations with Motown broke down, the group was allowed to leave the label in January 1973. Shortly thereafter, the group signed a contract with Buddha Records the following month in February 1973. By that point, the song was already climbing the charts in both pop and R&B charts, on its way to give the group their biggest hit since I Heard It Through the Grapevine, roughly 6 years before. Motown issued the group's final contractual album, Neither One of Us, that March. On March 17, 1973, the song reached number 1 on the R&B chart, staying there for 4 consecutive weeks. Due to the song's strong crossover appeal, eventually peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, with Vicki Lawrence's The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia blocking it from number 1. However, it went to number 1 on the U.S. Record World and Cashbox charts. It also crossed over to Adult Contemporary chart, peaking at number 15. Worldwide, it was also successful, peaking at number 9 in France, number 11 in Canada, and number 31 in the UK. Excuse me. Around this time, the group had released their first Buddha single, Where Peaceful Waters Flow, which was also written by Jim Weatherly. The song eventually peaked at number 28 on the pop chart, presumably because Motown kept pushing Neither One of Us to be played at more radio stations, blocking the Buddha single from reaching bigger success. By the time Neither One of Us had begun to peak, Buddha issued the group's second single, the Weatherly-composed Midnight Train to Georgia, in August 1973, where the song eventually topped both the pop and R&B charts, pushing the group to superstardom. Despite efforts from Motown to stop Midnight Train to Georgia, the first posthumously released Motown song, Daddy Could Swear, only peaked at number 19. March 2nd, 1974, at the Grammy Awards, Gladys Knight and the Pips won the Grammy Award for Best Pop Vocal Performance by a Duo or Group for Neither One of Us. Previously the same night, they had won their first Grammy for Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group for Midnight Train to Georgia, so they swept the group awards for that year. And it wasn't just R&B, it was pop as well. So that's a pretty big accomplishment. There's not a lot, that doesn't happen that many times. That one act with 2 different songs would win 2 different Grammys. That's something. All right, let's look at covers and samples. Country singer Bob Luman recorded a successful cover version of Neither One of Us, reached number 7 on the country chart, right around the same time that Gladys and the Pips were at the top of the pop and R&B. Country star Ray Price covered the song in 1975. Saxophonist David Sanborn covered the song in 1982 on his album Backstreet. Country artist Linda Davis covered the song on a 1995 album, Some Things Were Meant to Be. Daryl Hall and John Oates covered the song on their 2004 album, Our Kind of Soul. And the German DJ Koz, sampled the chorus in the single Pickup in 2018. Might be noted the Funk Brothers did play on this song. That's one thing. They didn't get all the best songwriters and producers to work with them, but they got the band. And a lot of their 70s hits had the Funk Brothers. They insisted on working with Gladys Knight and the Pips. So, all right, we'll go over, let's see, the chart statistics, pretty much covered all of it. The year-end chart for 1973, Neither One of Us ranked number 45 on the Billboard Hot 100 for the year. Cashbox, it ranked number 35. So, that's the song facts for Neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye by Gladys Knight and the Pips. Ranks at number 861 on my list of my 1,000 favorite songs. Hope you enjoyed the Song Facts Countdown video. I hope you liked the video. I hope you share it. I hope you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hit that bell to notify you when the next videos are coming out on YouTube. All right. Thank you, folks, very much for watching. I will post a link to their music video, the video for the song, in the description. Okay? So thanks again. I wish you all peace and love.